reggae heartbeat in the middle of the night. I gave you my dreams, I gave you my trust, I gave you every piece of me. I knew how to give, but somewhere along the way I forgot one important thing. I forgot to love myself. I remember when you came into my life like rain, washing away the loneliness, washing away the pain. You looked into my eyes and said you'd never leave, and I believed every promise because I wanted to believe. You held me through the nights when the world was falling down. You made me feel like I had finally been found. I told you all my secrets, I showed you all my scars, and you promised that you'd love me exactly as I was. We danced beneath the moonlight when the reggae music played. You kissed me in the darkness while the night began to fade. You said that we were special, said nobody came before, and I opened up my heart and gave you even more. We talked about forever, talked about growing old, talked about the stories that our children would be told. I thought I had discovered the love I'd always dreamed, but sometimes what looks perfect isn't always what it seems. I ignored every warning, I ignored every sign, because I wanted you forever, more than I wanted mine. I loved you more than I loved myself. I gave you everything I had. I put your heart above my own, and now I'm paying for that. I love you more than I love myself. I forgot who I used to be. I gave you all of my sunshine and left no light for me. I love you more than I love myself. I stayed when I should have gone. I kept believing in forever, even when forever was gone. I love you more than I love myself, and that's the hardest truth to face. You didn't just break my heart, I lost myself trying to make you stay. I changed the way I dressed because you liked it that way. I stopped seeing certain friends just to give you more of my days. I gave up little pieces of the person I had been, just to keep the love alive, just to make you smile again. Whenever you were hurting, I was always by your side, but when I was falling apart, you were nowhere I could find. I made excuses for you every time you made me cry, telling myself that love was worth another try. You would say you needed space, and I give you everything. You would disappear for hours, and I'd wait beside the phone. I'd wonder where you were, I'd wonder what I'd done while you were living freely like a battle had been won. I kept saying maybe tomorrow everything would change, but tomorrow kept arriving and you stayed the same. I was fighting for a relationship that only I could see, while you were slowly becoming a stranger to me. One night I looked at you and finally asked the truth. Do you still love me, or have I already lost you? You stayed quiet for a moment, then you looked away, and your silence told me everything you couldn't say. You said I care about you, but I'm not in love. Those words felt like a thunderbolt falling from above. I wanted to argue, wanted to make you understand, but I realized you can't hold somebody else's hand. I cried and asked you why you let it get this far, why you watched me disappear, why you were changing who we are. You said you never meant to hurt me, but hurt was already there, living in the empty spaces where there used to be care. I told you I'd do anything if you give me one more chance, but you said love shouldn't feel like begging someone to stay, and those words broke something deeper than my heart, because I knew they were true from the very start. I loved you more than I love myself. I gave you everything I had. I put your heart above my own, and now I'm paying for that. I love you more than I love myself. I forgot who I used to be. I gave you all of my sunshine and left no light for me. After you left, I couldn't recognize my face. I looked into the mirror and saw someone out of place. I wonder where the laughter wish to have it gone. Why I had spent so many nights believing you belong. I opened up my closet and found the clothes I never wore, the ones you said you didn't like, the ones I'd hidden before. I looked at all the changes I had made because of you and realized I'd abandoned everything that made me who I was. I called an old friend I hadn't spoken to in years and told them everything while fighting back the tears. They said the person I remember is still inside of you. You just buried them beneath everything you did for someone else. Those words stayed with me long after we hung up the phone, because for the first time I understood I wasn't truly alone. I had myself before you, and I still had myself now. I just needed to remember how. So I started taking walks beneath the morning sun. Started doing all the little things I used to love. I listened to old reggae. Oh baby, yeah, yeah. Slow reggae under a lonely moon. I can feel the night breathing through my window. Everything is quiet, but my heart keeps asking the same question. When did your love disappear? When did forever become goodbye? I remember when your eyes used to shine for me, when your arms were the only place I wanted to be. You would hold me close whenever the night got cold, and tell me that our story would never grow old. We walked through the streets with our fingers intertwined, leaving all the troubles of the world behind. You called me your angel, I called you my dream, and nothing in this world was ever what it seemed. We had conversations that lasted until dawn. You'd fall asleep beside me before the night was gone. I watched you breathing while the sunrise came, thinking I had finally found love that would never change. We made so many promises beneath the stars, talked about tomorrow, now we travel far. You said no matter what happens, I'll always be here, and I held those words closer than anything I feared. But slowly your smile disappeared, and I felt you moving away. I kept asking if you loved me, but you had nothing left to say. You don't love me anymore, I can see it in your eyes. You don't hold me like you used to, you don't even try to hide. You don't love me anymore, and it tears me apart inside. I keep reaching for the person you were, but that person said goodbye. You don't love me anymore, and I wish it wasn't true. I would give the world to bring back the way I used to feel with you. You don't love me anymore, but my heart still calls your name. I'm standing in the ashes of our love, trying to understand the flame. Your morning messages became fewer every day. The little I miss you words slowly faded away. You stopped asking how my night had been, stopped telling me the places you had been. You used to call me just to hear me breathe. Now you could go for days without speaking to me. I asked if there was someone else inside your heart. You said you're thinking too much, but I knew we were apart. I tried to make you happy, tried to make you smile. I planned little moments to make everything worthwhile. I brought you flowers, wrote you letters full of love, but nothing seemed to reach the heart I once knew. You accepted everything with a distant face, like you were already living in another place. I was fighting for a love that had already gone, while you were quietly waiting for the moment to move on. One night I asked you, do you still love me? You looked at the floor floor and wouldn't answer me. The silence between us was louder than words, and every hidden truth suddenly became clear. You finally whispered, my feelings have changed, and something inside my heart completely rearranged. I wanted to scream, I wanted to ask you why, but all I could do was look into your eyes. You said that I deserve somebody better than you, but I didn't want somebody else, I wanted you. I told you that love wasn't always easy or bright, that people sometimes struggle before they get it right. I asked you to remember all the years we had shared, all the times I held you when nobody else cared. You cried for a moment, then turned away, and I knew there was nothing left I could say. You don't love me anymore, I can see it in your eyes. You don't hold me like you used to, you don't even try to hide. You don't love me anymore, and it tears me apart inside. I keep reaching for the person you were, but that person said goodbye. You left the next morning while the sun was rising. I watched from the window as the world kept moving. You didn't look back, you didn't say my name. Somehow the morning didn't feel the same. I stood in the doorway holding back my tears, thinking about our love and all those beautiful years. The street was empty after you drove away, but your memory stayed behind where you used to stay. I walked into the bedroom and sat upon the floor, looking at the empty space where you slept before. Your pillow still carried the scent of your perfume, and your picture was shining in the afternoon. I touched the photograph and whispered your name, then wondered if you ever felt the same. Maybe you were already beginning a new life, while I was still trying to understand why the lonely nights were harder than I ever knew. Every song on the radio reminded me of you. I would hear our favorite reggae playing somewhere downtown, and suddenly my smile would turn into a frown. I remember how we danced beneath the summer sky, how you'd laugh when I couldn't keep the rhythm right. Those memories hurt, but I couldn't throw them away, because they were proof that you once loved me that way. My friends tried to take me out and help me forget, but forgetting you wasn't something I was ready for yet. I needed time to understand. Oh baby, yeah. The night is long, but the memories are longer. Reggae playing softly through the window, while I sit here wondering where we went wrong. I still remember your touch, I still remember your smile, and somewhere inside this broken heart, I still wait for your love. I remember the first time you looked into my eyes. There was something in that moment I could never describe. You smiled like you had known me all your life, and suddenly the darkness didn't feel so dark that night. We talked until the morning, never wanting it to end. You became my lover, you became my closest friend. I told you all my secrets, you told me all your dreams, and together we believed that love was more than it seemed. We walked beside the ocean when the evening sun was low. You held my hand so tightly, never wanted me to go. You said I'd always love you, I said I'll always stay, and we believed tomorrow would never take today. We danced beneath the moonlight to a slow reggae song. You whispered in my ear that together we'd be strong. I gave you my heart without a second thought, never knowing that one day you'd leave me with the memories we made. Now the moon is shining, but you're nowhere near. I keep asking silence my voice before you turned out the light. You'd ask me how my day was, you'd tell me about yours. And we keep talking until sleep was at the door. You made me feel important, you made me feel secure. You told me that your love for me would always endure. I never questioned anything you said, because I trusted every promise that you placed inside my head. Then something changed, but you never told me why. Your laughter disappeared, your smile became a lie. You started coming home late, stopped talking like before, and I could feel a distance growing between us more and more. I asked you if you love me, you said of course I do, but the words felt empty because your eyes weren't telling me the truth. I tried to hold you close, to try to make you stay, but I could feel your heart already drifting away. One night you sat beside me and said we needed to talk. I knew from your expression that we'd reached the final stop. You said your heart was tired, you said you needed change. You said that what we had no longer felt the same. I asked you if another person had taken my place. You looked away with tears running down your face. You said it's not about someone else, it's about me. But those words couldn't change what I could clearly see. I told you we could fix it, I told you we could try. I told you I would fight for us instead of saying goodbye. I reminded you of everything we'd survived before, every storm, every struggle, every night beside the shore. But you had already chosen a different road to take, and there was nothing left that I could do to make you stay. You hugged me one last time, then whispered I'm sorry, and walked away from the love that once was our story. I still wait for your love, even though you're gone. I still listen for your footsteps when the night is coming on. I still wait for your love, though I know you won't return. My heart keeps holding memories of every bridge we burned. After you left, the silence became my closest friend. I spent countless nights wondering where we met our end. Your empty side of the bed became a painful reminder that the person I loved was no longer beside me. I kept your photographs hidden underneath my bed, cause looking at your smile brought back everything you said. Sometimes I pick them up and hold them to my chest, then cry until the morning because I couldn't forget. I walked through our old neighborhood just to feel you near. Every street was filled with memories from another year. The little cafe where we used to sit for hours, the park where you gave me those beautiful flowers. I heard our favorite reggae song playing from a car, and suddenly I remembered how close we once were. I stood there in the rain and whispered your name, knowing deep inside that nothing would ever be the same. I know I can't change you, I know I can't make you stay, but my heart keeps holding on to what we had yesterday. My friends told me that time would slowly heal the pain, but every sunset brought memories back again.
Oh baby, yeah. Slow reggae under a midnight sky. The fire is low, the room is cold, and your memory's still sitting beside me. I closed the door, but somehow your shadow stayed. Tonight I'm singing to the love that refused to disappear. Your picture is still standing by the window in my room, and every time I see it I can almost smell your perfume. The curtains move so gently when the evening breeze comes through, and for a moment I imagine that I'm still here with you. I remember Sunday mornings when you smiled at me, barefoot in the kitchen dancing to our melody. You'd laugh when I was singing and forget the words, and I'd hold you close said no matter what happens, you'll always have me. I never thought those words would become a memory, or that one day your empty side would be all I see. Now the room is silent, but my memories won't sleep. I close my eyes to forget you, and your face comes back to me. Your shadow's in my room, even though you're gone. I feel you in the silence when the midnight lingers on. Your shadow's in my room, and I can't make you leave. I know you said goodbye, but my heart still wants to believe. Your shadow's in my room, in every song we knew, every corner holds a memory of the life I shared with you. You walked away from me, but your love still remains. Your shadow's in my room, like a whisper in the rain. I remember when your voice could calm my troubled mind. You tell me not to worry, say that everything was fine. When the world became too heavy, I would run to you, because somehow in your arms I always felt brand new. You knew all my weaknesses, you knew all my fears. You held me through the darkness and wiped away my tears. I gave you every secret that I had inside, and never once imagined that you'd leave my side. But slowly I could feel a distance growing in your heart. The person standing next to me was already far apart. Your kisses lost their warmth, your smile became restrained, and every conversation somehow ended in pain. I asked you what was wrong, you said nothing, I'm okay. But your eyes were telling me that love was fading away. I tried to hold us together with everything I knew, but I was fighting for a love that was already leaving you. The night you told me you were leaving, I couldn't speak. I felt 1,000 tears running down my cheeks. You said you needed freedom, you said you needed space. I searched your eyes for love, but couldn't find its place. I asked if there was someone else waiting, someone near. You said it's not about another person, it's just not here. I wanted to believe you, but my heart already knew that whatever love we had was no longer holding you. You packed your clothes quietly, avoiding my eyes, and I watched our future disappear before goodbye. Somewhere inside my head, you walked through the door while the rain began to fall. I stood there frozen, feeling nothing at all. Then I heard your footsteps disappear into the night, and that's when I realized my world had lost its light. Your shadow's in my room, even though you're gone. I feel you in the silence when the midnight lingers on. Your shadow's in my room, and I can't make you leave. I know you said goodbye, but my heart still wants to believe. For many lonely nights I slept beside your side of bed, looking at the ceiling, replaying words you said. I wondered if I called you, would you answer me again? Would you say you miss me? Would you come back in the rain? My phone was in my hand, but I never made the call, because I knew that chasing you wouldn't change it all. Sometimes the heart wants something my mind already knows, and that's the hardest part of learning how to let it go. I kept your old sweater folded inside the drawer. I couldn't throw it out, I couldn't close that door. I found a little letter you had written long ago, saying I love you forever, in the handwriting I know. I read it through my tears, then folded it away, 'cause promises from yesterday don't always survive the day. I whispered to your memory, I hope you're doing fine, and finally accepted that your life was no longer mine. My friends told me to forget you, but I didn't know how, because every road I walked still somehow led me to you. My friends told me to forget you, but I didn't know how, because every road I walked still somehow led me to you. I heard your favorite song inside a little cafe, and suddenly I was back inside another day. I remembered how you danced when the rhythm started slow, how you pulled me closer, and oh, more lonely night. Reggae in the background, rain on the window. I thought you were mine forever, but forever disappeared without a warning. Now every drop of rain sounds like your footsteps leaving. Oh baby, you left me with the rain. I remember when you held me underneath the moon. You told me that our love would never end too soon. Your eyes were full of promises, your heart was full of fire. You said I'd be the one you'd always desire. We walked along the shoreline with our hands locked tight, talking about our future underneath the stars at night. You said I'll never leave you no matter what we face, and I believe forever was written on your face. We danced to the rhythm when the reggae music played. You pulled me a little closer while the night began to fade. You whispered sweet words that I carried in my heart, never imagining that we someday fall apart. You were my morning sunshine, my shelter from the storm, the place I ran to whenever life became too hard. I gave you all my trust, I gave you all my dreams. I thought our love was stronger than it ever seemed. But something changed inside you, something I couldn't see. You were slowly moving away while I was holding on to me and you. You left me with the rain, you left me with the pain. You walked away from everything we promised in the name of love. You left me with the rain, now nothing feels the same. I still hear your voice at night, calling softly through the pain. You left me with the rain of memories I can't erase. I still see your smile when I close my eyes and dream. You left me with the rain, but I won't drown forever. One day I'll see the sunshine, and I'll finally breathe again. I noticed you were changing long before you said goodbye. The distance in your voice, the sadness in your eyes. You stopped reaching for me when we walked down the street, and every kiss became something cold and incomplete. I asked you if you love me, you said I don't know. That answer broke my heart more than you could ever know. I tried to bring back the love that we once knew, but every road I traveled kept leading back to you. You started staying out late, you stopped telling me your plans, and every conversation slipped right through my hands. I felt like I was losing you but couldn't understand how somebody I trusted could let go of my hand. I begged you to remember all the good times we had, all the nights we laughed, all the dreams we planned. You looked at me with tears and said I'm sorry, it's true. And in that moment I knew I'd already lost you. The night you left, the rain came pouring down. You carried your suitcase while I stood frozen on the ground. I wanted to stop you, I wanted to make you stay, but I knew deep inside that you'd already walked away. You hugged me one last time, but your heart wasn't there. I felt the final ending in the cold midnight air. You said maybe someday you'll understand why. Then you turned around and disappeared into the night. I watched your car fade underneath the street light, and everything we built vanished from my sight. I ran back inside and collapsed upon the floor, listening to the rain beating against the door. Your photograph was lying beside the bed, and every promise we had made was running through my head. I whispered your name, but there was no reply, only the sound of the rain in another lonely night. You left me with the rain, you left me with the pain. You walked away from everything we promised in the name of love. You left me with the rain, now nothing feels the same. I still hear your voice at night, calling softly through the pain. For weeks I couldn't sleep without thinking of your face. I couldn't walk past places where we'd shared our days. The little cafe where you used to sit with me, the old wooden bench beneath the mango tree. Every road became a memory, every song became your name. Every cloudy afternoon reminded me of the rain. I wondered if you missed me, I wondered if you cried, or if you'd already found somebody waiting by your side. I wanted to call you, but I knew I shouldn't try, because sometimes another conversation only makes goodbye more painful. So I
my feelings hidden underneath the melody, and started writing songs about what you meant to me. The bass became my heartbeat, the drums became my tears, the guitar became the voice of all I've forgotten years. I sang about our love until my heart could finally hear that losing you was painful, but I didn't have to live in fear. Storm can't last forever, the clouds will move away. Sometimes the darkest night is only waiting for the day. Oh yeah, oh, oh. I started waking up without reaching for my phone. Started understanding I could make it on my own. I stopped checking every message, hoping it was you. Stopped imagining you.
Oh yeah, slow reggae in the midnight rain. One heart, one memory, one love gone away. I still remember the sound of your voice, the warmth of your hands, the way you used to say my name. Tonight, I'm not calling you to come back, I'm calling your name one last time, so I can finally let you go. I remember the evening when I first saw you, standing underneath the fading sky, dressed in blue. There was something in your eyes that pulled me near, something that made all my loneliness disappear. We started talking like we'd known each other for years, laughing through our stories, forgetting all our fears. You told me about your dream, I told you about mine, and somewhere in that moment your heart became mine. We spent long nights talking until the morning came. You whispered that forever would always be our name. We walked along the ocean with the moon above our heads, making promises about the future lying ahead. You said if the world gets heavy, I'll carry you through. I said if you ever fall, I'll be there for you. We believed our love was stronger than the tide, never thinking that one day we'd stand on different sides. I gave you all my trust, I gave you all my heart. I never thought forever could ever fall apart. The last time I called your name, you were already walking away. I wanted to tell you I loved you, but I had nothing left to say. The last time I called your name, the rain was falling from the sky. I watched you disappear from me, and I couldn't stop goodbye. The last time I called your name, my heart was begging you to stay, but sometimes love becomes a memory before we are ready to walk away. The last time I called your name, I thought I'd never be the same. Now I'm learning how to breathe again without calling your name. There were signs that I ignored because I loved you too much. The distance in your eyes, the absence of your touch. You stopped reaching for my hand when we walked down the street. Stopped looking at me like I was someone you needed to keep. I asked you if you were happy, you said you didn't know. I asked if you still love me, you said your feelings changed. I wanted to believe there was something I could do, but you had already started saying goodbye inside of you. I tried to bring back the laughter we once knew. I played the songs we loved, I planned little things for you. I told you that our love was worth another try, but you looked into my eyes and couldn't tell me why. You said it's not your fault, sometimes people change, but hearing those words somehow made the pain more strange. Because I would've stayed through every storm and every fight, while you had already chosen another life. The night you packed a suitcase, the room became so still. I watched you fold your clothes while my heart lost its will. Your favorite little jacket was hanging by the door, and I knew when you took it, you'd be here no more. You looked at me followed you outside, trying to find the courage I had buried deep inside. The rain began to fall as you reached your car, and I realized that losing you would hurt this far. I called your name once, and I called it again, but the sound disappeared beneath the falling rain. You looked back for a second, then you drove away, and that was the last time I called your name. I walked back inside to a house without a soul. Every room reminded me of everything we lost. Your picture on the table, your perfume in the air. Your favorite chair was empty, but I still looked for you there. I sat beside the window until the morning came, listening to the silence, whispering your name. I wanted to sleep, but memories wouldn't let me rest. Every beautiful moment felt like another test. I opened up my phone and stared at your picture. My finger hovered over your name. For a moment I wanted to call you just to hear you say hello, but I knew that one conversation wouldn't bring you home. So I put the phone down and stared into the night, trying to understand how love could lose its light. I cried until the tears couldn't fall anymore. Then I realized I couldn't keep waiting by the door. Days turned into weeks and weeks became months. I started learning how to live without us. At first every morning felt empty and cold, but slowly I discovered I was stronger than I thought. I started taking long walks. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh baby, yeah. Slow reggae playing beneath the fading moon. You left me when I needed you the most, and now you're gone with all the promises you made. I cried for you in the darkness, I called your name through the silence. But someday, baby, you might come looking for the heart you broke. I remember when you told me I was all you'd ever need. You promised that your love would never leave. You held me close and said we'll make it through, and every dream I had somehow included you. We watched the sunset sitting by the shore. You said you'd never make me cry anymore. You kissed my forehead underneath the evening sky, and I never thought that kiss would become goodbye. We danced together when the reggae rhythm played. You called me your forever while the moonlight slowly faded. I gave you all my secrets, I gave you all my trust. I thought what we were building could never turn to dust. I stood beside you when the road became rough. I loved you through the moments when the world got tough. I never asked for riches, I never asked for gold. I only wanted your hand when we grew old. But love changed in your eyes, and I felt you slipping away. I kept holding on to yesterday while you were already leaving today. Don't come back when I'm here. Don't knock up on my door. Don't tell me that you miss me like you never hurt me before. Don't come back when I'm here, when my tears have finally dried. You can't return to my heart after leaving it behind. Don't come back when I'm here, when I've learned to love again. Don't ask me to remember the person you used to be. You have my heart completely, you chose to let it go. Don't come back when I'm here, because I won't be yours anymore. You started changing slowly, but I noticed every sign. You stopped sending messages stopped asking if I'm fine. Your kisses felt like memories before they'd even begun, and every conversation felt like something you had to do. I asked you what was happening, you said nothing's wrong, but I could hear the distance hiding underneath your words. I tried to bring the old days back, tried to make you smile, but I was fighting for a love that had been gone for a while. You told me you were tired, said you needed time, but every time I gave you space, you moved further from mine. I watched you become a stranger while I stayed the same, trying to save something that no longer knew my name. I told you that I love you, told you I could change, but love should never make somebody beg to be chosen. You looked at me with sadness and said, I'm sorry, I can't. And that was when I finally understood where we stood that night. You walked away, the rain was coming down. You carried all your memories while I stood frozen on the ground. I wanted to run after you, but I couldn't move my feet. I watched the person I loved disappear down the street. You didn't turn around, you didn't say my name. You left me with the silence and a heart full of pain. I stood beside the doorway until the morning came, wondering how somebody could leave so easily. For many nights I cried until there were no tears. I carried all the memories of all those beautiful years. I kept your old sweater because it still smelled like you. I read your old messages and wished they could be true. I played our favorite songs until I couldn't hear the beat, because every melody reminded me of when our hearts would meet. I thought I'd never heal, I thought I'd always feel this way. I thought I'd spend forever wishing you to come back someday. Don't come back when I'm here. Don't knock upon my door. Don't tell me that you miss me like you never heard me before. Don't come back when I'm here, when my tears have finally dried. You can return to my heart after leaving it behind. Then one morning I woke up and didn't cry for you. I looked outside the window and the sky was bright and blue. I made myself some coffee, opened up the door, and realized the person I had been was coming back once more. I started taking walks beneath the rising sun, started remembering the things I used to love. I called old friends and laughed like I had done before. Started filling up the empty spaces you had left behind. I went back to the ocean where we used to meet, but this time I was smiling while standing on the beach. The waves were rolling gently, the wind was blowing free, and suddenly I understood that I still had me. You took your love away, but you couldn't take my soul. You broke my heart, but I was learning to be whole. I realized that losing you was not the end of life. It was the beginning of becoming someone stronger inside. I cried, but I survived. I fell, but I stood again. I thought you were my future, but you became my lesson. Now if you ever hear my name somewhere across the town, oh, oh baby, slow reggae playing beneath the fading moon. You left me when I needed you the most, and now you're gone with all the promises you made. I cried for you in the darkness, I called your name through the silence. But someday, baby, you might come looking for the heart you broke. I remember when you told me I was all you'd ever need. You promised that your love would never leave. You held me close and said we'll make it through, and every dream I had somehow included you. We watched the sunset sitting by the shore. You said you'd never make me cry anymore. You kissed my forehead underneath the evening sky, and I never thought that kiss would become goodbye. We danced together when the reggae rhythm played. It called me forever while the moonlight slowly faded. I gave you all my secrets, I gave you all my trust. I thought what we were building could never turn to dust. I stood beside lonely night, another memory. I thought time would take your picture from my mind, but every time the moon comes out, I find you waiting in my memories. You left a long time ago, but your goodbye still hurts. I remember the first night you told me you loved me. We were sitting by the ocean where the moon was shining brightly. You held my hand and promised you would never let me go, and I believed every word because I needed love to grow. We talked about forever like tomorrow couldn't change. You kissed me underneath the stars while the night began to fade. You said I'd be your sunshine when the world became cold, and I promised I'd be beside you until we both grew old. We danced slowly to the rhythm coming from a distant bar. You laughed and said you loved me, no matter where we are. I looked into your eyes and thought I found my home, never imagining that one day I'd be standing here alone. We made 1,000 memories in such a little time. I gave you all my heart and thought your heart was mine. I never knew that love could turn into a goodbye, or that the person holding me would someday make me cry. I still hear your voice when the night gets quiet. I still feel your touch when the memories start to rise. Your goodbye still hurts, even after all this time. I still see your face every time I close my eyes. Your goodbye still hurts, like the wound is brand new. I learned how to live without you, but I never stopped missing you. Your goodbye still hurts when the rain falls from the sky. I remember how you left me without looking back that night. Your goodbye still hurts, but I'm learning to be strong. Maybe I will never forget you, but I know I must move on. There were days when everything between us felt perfect. You'd send me little messages just to say that I was worth it. You'd tell me I was beautiful, you'd tell me I was strong. You'd say that in your arms was exactly where I belong. When I felt like giving up, you would hold me through the night. You made me feel protected, you made everything feel right. I thought we found a love that nobody could break, but I didn't know how quickly love could change. You stopped calling like you used to, stopped asking where I've been. You stopped telling me your secrets, stopped letting me come in. Your smile became a distance, your touch became unsure, and every time I asked you, you said you loved me more. But love isn't just a word that someone says when they're afraid. Love isn't the little things, the choices that we make. And I could feel you leaving long before you said goodbye. I was holding on to memories while watching love slowly die. The night you told me it was over, I couldn't even speak. I felt the strongest part of me suddenly become weak. You said you didn't hate me, you said I wasn't to blame, but hearing that you didn't love me somehow hurt the same. I asked you for another chance, another night, another day. I told you we could fix it if you'd only choose to stay. You shook your head slowly and tears filled up your eyes, then whispered I'm sorry before saying goodbye. I watched you pack your suitcase while the room became so cold. Every little movement felt like watching our future unfold. The pictures on the table, the letters that you wrote, the memories we collected suddenly became ghosts. You kissed me one last time, but it felt nothing like before. Then you walked across the room and opened up the door. I stood there in the silence as the rain began to fall, and realized that love can't always save us after all. Your goodbye still hurts, even after all this time. missing you. For weeks I kept expecting you to change your mind. I thought you'd call me one more time. I thought you'd say you made a mistake, that you couldn't live without the love we used to make. Every time my phone would ring, my heart would start to race. I wondered if somehow I would hear your voice again. But every call was someone else, every message wasn't you, and every empty moment made the loneliness feel new. I went back to the places where we used to go, trying to understand the things I didn't know. I sat beside the ocean where you once held my hand, and watched the waves erase the footprints in the sand. I realized that life was giving me a lesson, that nothing stays forever no matter how much we protect it. The ocean doesn't hold the waves, the sky doesn't hold the rain. And sometimes love has to leave us, even when we can't explain. I stopped blaming myself for every little thing. Stopped asking what I could have done to make you stay. I stopped believing that I wasn't enough.
Oh baby, yeah. Slow reggae underneath the midnight sky. If you could hear my heart tonight, you would know I never stopped loving you. You would hear every promise, every tear, every memory, every word I was too afraid to say. If you could hear my heart, you'd hear the first hello. The night you walked into my life and made the whole world glow. You had that kind of smile that made the darkness disappear. And when you held me close, I forgot about my fears. We talked until the sunrise painted gold across the sky. You told me I was special, I believed you when you smiled. We promised we'd be faithful, promised we'd be true, and I gave every piece of my heart to you. We walked along the shoreline while the evening breeze was blowing, talking about forever like there was nowhere else worth going. You said no matter what happens, I'll be by your side. I said I'll never leave you with nothing left to hide. We danced beneath the moonlight when the reggae music played. You rested on my shoulder while the stars above us stayed. I thought that moment would continue endlessly. I never knew one day you'd become a memory. If you could hear my heart, you'd hear the love I gave. You'd hear the words I swallowed on the night you walked away. If you could hear my heart, you know I still remember every kiss, every promise, every night we spent together. If you could hear my heart, you'd hear the pain inside. You'd hear me asking heaven why you had to say goodbye. If you could hear my heart, you know I never lied. I loved you through the sunshine, I loved you through the night. And even though you left me, even though our love is gone, a part of me still whispers your name when the night comes on. I remember how you used to call me late at night, just to hear my voice before you turned out the light. You'd tell me little stories about your day, and I listened to your laughter until sleep took you away. Those simple conversations meant more than you could know, because love is built from moments that we sometimes take for granted. I thought we'd have a lifetime to create some more. I never thought you'd be walking out the door. Then your calls became shorter, your messages became few. I started feeling like a stranger standing next to you. Your eyes didn't shine when you looked at me. Your heart felt somewhere else, somewhere I couldn't see. I asked you what had changed, you said nothing at all, but I could feel the distance growing every time you call. I wanted to believe you, so I buried all my doubt, but deep inside my heart I knew we were running out.
disappear. How someone I trusted could suddenly become so far from here. I reminded you of all the dreams we had planned, but you just cried quietly and wouldn't hold my hand. You packed your clothes while I stood against the wall, trying not to break down, trying not to fall. You looked at me with tears shining in your eyes, and I knew there was nothing left behind your goodbye. I wanted to tell you that I'd change everything, that I'd become whatever you needed me to be. But I realized too late that love cannot be forced, and sometimes letting go is the only way to stop the hurt. If you could hear my heart, you know I still remember every kiss, every promise, every night we spent together. If you could hear my heart, you'd hear the pain inside. You'd hear me asking heaven why you had to say goodbye. After you left, the house became a different place. Every room was filled with memories of your face. Your favorite cup was sitting on the kitchen shelf, and seeing it reminded me how much I missed your help. You just stayed beside my bed for many lonely nights, and I would stare at it beneath the pale moonlight. I wanted to throw it away, but I couldn't let it go, because memories can hurt and still be all you know. I walked the same streets where we used to laugh, up past the old cafe where we took our photographs. I heard our favorite reggae playing from a distant car, and for a moment I remembered exactly who we were. I closed my eyes and saw you dancing next to me, like nothing in the world could ever change our destiny. Then the music faded and reality returned, leaving me with all the lessons that heartbreak had taught. I thought I'd never heal, I thought I'd always cry, but every storm eventually passes, and every darkness meets the light. If you could hear my heart, you know I still remember every kiss, every promise, every night we spent together. If you could hear my heart, you'd hear the pain in me. Oh baby, yeah. Slow reggae playing underneath the moonlight. Oh, some loves leave the heart, some loves leave a scar, but yours became a song I still can't stop singing. I walked away from you, but my heart never learned how. Yeah. Oh, I remember your eyes when you first looked at me, like you had found something you were always meant to see. You smiled so gently, and I felt my heart surrender, thinking what we had would somehow last forever. You took my hand and walked me underneath the stars. We talked about our dreams, our fears, and who we are. You said that love was more than just a word we say. You promised that you'd hold me when the world got in the way. We danced beside the ocean while the evening turned gold. You whispered that you'd love me when we both were old. I believed every promise that you made that night. I thought your arms would always be my safe place in life. We laughed until the morning, we talked until the sun, never thinking that our beautiful days would come undone. I gave you my heart without asking for a guarantee, because loving you felt like where I was supposed to be. Now the moon knows my secrets, the ocean knows my pain. I keep calling your memory every time I hear the rain. I can't unlove you, no matter what I do. I can walk away from memories, but I can't erase you. I can't unlove you, though you broke my heart in two. your presence when the midnight carries on. I can't unlove you, and maybe that's okay. Some hearts remember deeply even after love fades away. There were moments when I knew something wasn't right. Your voice became quieter every evening, every night. You stopped telling me the little things you used to share, and slowly I could feel the distance growing there. I asked if you were happy, you said you didn't know. I asked if you still love me, you said I don't know. I wanted to believe there was still something left, but your silence was the answer that hurt me the best. You started spending more time somewhere far away, and I kept making excuses for the changes every day. I told myself you were tired, told myself you needed rest. I kept convincing my heart that tomorrow would be better, but tomorrow came and brought another lonely night, another conversation where nothing felt right. I held on to the memories like a sailor holds a rope, because letting go of you meant letting go of hope. Then one evening you told me you needed to leave, and suddenly the life we built was harder to believe. You said you didn't hate me, you said I wasn't wrong. You said sometimes love disappears even when it's strong. I asked you if you'd ever think about coming back. You looked into my eyes and said I don't know about that. I wanted to fight, but I was tired of fighting alone, because love shouldn't feel like begging someone to come home. You packed your things while tears ran down your face. I watched you take our memories from their familiar place. You touched my cheek and said I'm sorry for the pain, then walked outside beneath the cold and falling rain. I stood behind the window watching you disappear, and every step you took made the silence louder in my ears. I wanted to run after you, but something held me still, because sometimes the hardest thing is accepting what is real. I can't unlove you, no matter what I do. I can walk away from memories, but I can't erase you. I can't unlove you, though you broke my heart in two. I can learn to live without you, but I can't stop loving you. The first few nights without you were the longest nights I knew. I stared at the empty pillow where I used to lie with you. I heard the wind outside and thought I heard your voice. My heart kept hoping you'd return and give me one more choice. Your picture was still sitting on the table by the bed, and every time I saw it, all the memories came back. I tried to put it somewhere I could never see, but hiding the photograph couldn't hide what you meant to me. I played our favorite reggae song and let the rhythm roll, but every beat reminded me of everything we lost. The bass became my heartbeat, the guitar became my tears. The melody carried memories from all those beautiful years. I sang about your smile, I sang about your name, I sang about the love that turned into this pain. And somewhere in the music I began to understand you could leave my life without leaving my heart completely. Maybe love isn't possession, maybe love is letting go. Maybe some people